Welcome back. Trash Talking with the Old Heads. You know what it is. Just some plain old fans talking ball. All kind of ball. You know what I'm saying? Pause.
Pause. Pause. You done started us already. You done started the show off on a pause. I mean, God damn.
You know what it is, though, man. We not pros. We not journalists. We lifelong sports fans who love all the games. So you
all
know
of
what
them.
it is.
All of them, baby.
I'm your host, Dante.
Except for baseball.
I like baseball. You just don't watch this shit all the time. Greg C., what's happening, bro?
You know what it is, baby. No excuses. Play like a champion. Play like a champion. Let's go. Hey, do y'all know that we are currently 27 days, 18 minutes, and 5 seconds away from the start of college football?
Yes, sir.
27 days.
Yes, sir.
17 minutes and 56 seconds away from college football.
And it's going to be the longest 20.
Let's go.
The real year is about to start.
Let's go.
It's been all bullshit till now.
Well, you know,
next month.
Since the championship, NBA championships, you know, it's a pause, but you know, we got the NFL season, preseason, all that good stuff coming up. Pro Bowl, the Hall of Fame inductions coming up. But this is about college football.
You already know. J-W
down in the South.
Bro. What's going on? I mean, why play like a champion when you can be a champion 18 times over? You see.
Man, we ain't talking about basketball.
You see it.
Where's your Florida Gator gear?
Of them things.
I do love the shirt though, man. Shout out to Trey and Matt. South Park did their thing.
Kudos.
Don't lay down. That's what the college football is all about. Not laying down.
Tremendous job, South Park.
Let's go.
Loved it. I hadn't even watched South Park in years.
Me either. I'm gonna have to pick it back up.
Right. Gonna have to pick back up on it though. But y'all know what today is. Continuing our segment on the greatest college football program since
of all time. Well, not all time.
Since 1980. See,
1980.
Almost messed it up. Today, you know who it is. The Maize and Blue.
Number 7 on our list.
On the list. The Maize and Blue Michigan Wolverines.
Hail to the victors, valiant. Hail to the conquering heroes. Hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best.
Bama fans, y'all can blame it all on him and y'all don't win one damn game.
That's a lie.
All of these damn college football, so he's singing all
of them. But before we go any further, don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button. Trash Talking with the Old Heads, YouTube and Facebook. Michigan brothers. Let's get down to it, man. We all know where they play. We all seen the big stadium, you know, man, the big house, you know what I'm saying?
The biggest.
Ann Arbor, Michigan, the largest in the U.S., holds over 107,000 people.
That's ridiculous.
That thing be packed, bro.
The largest, not only in the U.S., but in the Western Hemisphere.
Right. Second largest in the world. It's incredible, sir. You know what I'm saying? Built in 1927. You know what I'm saying? We just heard the fight song. You know what I'm saying? Hail to the victors. You know what I'm saying?
The leaders of the best.
Since 1980, give us the specs on Michigan Wolverines.
Tell y'all the specs. All right.
Give me the specs. Why are they number 7? Oh, before we do that, for those, if this is your first time watching the series, we're doing a series on the best college football programs since 1980. Not going back past 1980, and you may ask why. Because we weren't watching football then.
And for each program, we're selecting the best players in order to put together the best team, and we're going to put them in a college football bracket, modern day, and we're going to get you guys to vote to see who comes out on top.
Voting is a must. Leaving the comments is a must.
It's a must.
Reviewing the list is a must.
Got you. And do not forget my homie who is reminding you about that team that hit training camp last week.
We don't
That's
give
gonna
a
win
damn
that bowl this year.
We don't give a damn
Soldier
about
boy.
no 49ers, man.
Tell them what's up.
Soldier.
Soldier Boy said, we done with the 90s, or the Niners. We done with the Niners.
If you didn't hear him, he said
we
bang,
done
bang.
with the Niners.
Just in case you didn't hear him, he said bang, bang.
Man, I thought this was a college football show. Let's
He
get
said
back to
bang,
it,
bang,
man.
bitch.
Well, y'all getting off track. Y'all getting off track. We don't have to.
All right,
we don't have to
can't get
edit
off
this
track,
out.
man. Can't get off track, man.
We don't have to
You know what I'm
edit this
saying?
out.
I get to talking Niners, and you know what it is.
Product.
But Michigan, man, let's get to it.
So
man.
Michigan is the first entry of the Big Ten in our top 12 list. Shout out to the Big Ten. Well, actually, they're the second because Nebraska is now a member of the Big Ten.
Right.
So I take that back. They are the second. We have 3 SEC members and 1 ACC member so far. If I must remind you, had you not watched, we had Florida in at 12, LSU at 11. We had Clemson in at 10, Georgia at 9, the Nebraska Cornhuskers at 8, and Michigan at 7. So with Michigan, they got 2 national championships
1980.
since 1980. We know y'all have what, a total of 11. So we're not going to discount what you've done in the past, but you are a relic of the past, Michigan.
And we know you have the most wins in college football history. We know.
You have 2 natties since the 1980s. You have 16 conference titles since the 1980s. You have a total of 2 Heisman winners since the 1980s, and they are?
Your Heisman winners are Desmond Howard,
Y'all know who it is.
1991 Heisman Trophy winner, and Charles Woodson, who won the Heisman in 97.
Mr. Do It All.
Memorable. You
Very
remember,
memorable.
You remember both of those, you know what I'm saying?
Amount of wins since 1980, 445. The amount of drafted in NFL players. And I'm gonna give y'all kudos. As far as the total wins since 1980, you are number 3 on the list, behind Nebraska's 468 and Penn State's 446 total wins. You have 225 drafted NFL players. You have spent 36 weeks at AP number 1 as our AP number 1. So good job, Michigan. Good job.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
So before we jump to the
Hail to the victors.
since 1980, what's your biggest memory of Michigan football since 1980?
For me, I know y'all gonna get into Desmond Howard. You know, of course, the Heisman pose, Mr. Howard running that back on the punt return. Watching them, they was more of so the pregame before the Iron Bowl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then they beat us in when Tom Brady beat us in that Orange Bowl, or was it the Fiesta Bowl? I think it may have been the Orange Bowl. I'm not sure.
I think so.
Back in 1999, we had a pretty decent team. We had just won the SEC, and they came back and won at the end we missed a field goal, and they kicked the field goal to an extra point in overtime to beat us. So that's my memories of Michigan. Well, they beat us in the damn conference, but we've been whooping their ass too. So yeah, y'all got the last two wins against us.
Like you said, you can't, you can't forget Desmond doing the Heisman pose after the run back. But Charles Woodson, for me, I can see him clear as day with the rolls in his mouth. I can see him clear as day with the pick, throwing it back in.
What about that fight with David Boston when they was going with Ohio State? Y'all don't remember that?
I do.
It wasn't a fight, but they locked up. You know what I'm saying? And that was a big thing because David Boston was one of the best wide receivers in the game during that year.
Yeah.
And that was huge. That was
But my most current moment is J.J. McCarthy's perfect passes in the championship game down the stretch.
Here we go.
Dynamite.
Well, with that, let's roll into the team.
Talking about J.J. Good times.
Coach.
We'll get into
for the
him a little later.
Wolverines since 1980. Who do we go with?
Rich Rodriguez.
Ooh.
I know Bama fans remember Mr.
Boy.
Double R. Thank you for going to Michigan, Rich. Thank you for going to Michigan.
Boy,
we appreciate that.
Michigan fans boycott.
It's got to be Big Bo. Got to be Big Bo. Big Bo.
Yeah, we can't
Schembechler.
we can't
Yeah,
deny
it
what
came
Bo
down
had.
to him, and of course,
We was
old khaki
between-
pants.
Yeah, it was him khaki pants.
Him and old khaki pants.
It was him in khaki pants,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But we gave it to Bo. Well, we didn't give it to Bo. He earned it. He had the numbers since 1980. We weren't sure, to let you behind the curtain, we weren't sure Bo was going to have enough from 1980. I think he ended in 89, 80 to 89. But he had a pretty good run during that period, though. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible. You want to run it down? You got the information right there, Jerry?
G got it.
Well, you talking about Schembechler?
I think he had a 78%
Yeah,
winning
78% winning percentage. He won 6 Big Ten championships.
5 or 6 Big Ten.
They didn't get the title though. They didn't get
That's
the
what
title.
almost gave it to khaki pants. Almost gave it to Harbaugh because of that. Almost.
Old ball coach.
But not. He couldn't get it done. But let's move to the QB of this all-time Michigan team since 1980. Drum roll, please. And the QB for the Michigan Wolverines will be Jerry. Come on, say it with some enthusiasm.
Come on now. This was tough, Michigan fans. I want to know who y'all think should have been.
Since 1980, who should your QB be? Jerry, who's the QB? No, Jerry. Hold on.
These guys.
Hold on, Jerry. One team,
guys.
one team, one goal.
One team, one sound.
And one team, one goal.
Out the gate, this was our longest conversation. Jim Harbaugh won out because I'm outnumbered. That's really it. He don't have the numbers. He don't have the accolades.
He got that dog.
And Kid Dynamite does?
Right.
These two quarterbacks, in my opinion, are the same quarterback.
So give me one with the dog.
They are both led by their run game.
I'll take the one with
And
the attitude.
their occasional throwing, even though they got some outstanding receivers on this team. But in no world is Jim Harbaugh better than J.J. McCarthy when we're talking about two game-managing quarterbacks. Jim Harbaugh only had one 2,000-yard season. That's in his final season at Michigan.
Did J.J. have
J.J.
any?
McCarthy has two in a row. J.J. McCarthy has 2 back-to-back seasons of 22 touchdowns. The most touchdowns Jim Harbaugh ever threw in a season was 18. 11 picks to 19.
First of all, I take offense at how you characterizing the starter on the team. You're supposed to give his bona fides first before you start denigrating him, sir. He's the actual quarterback of this team, sir.
Listen, 68% passing is J.J. McCarthy. 63% passing from Jim Harbaugh.
Which in the era when he was playing is very good.
And,
Very good.
And then when you go to the total touchdowns, J.J. McCarthy leads them in touchdowns.
Was J.J. McCarthy a Heisman Trophy finalist?
I'm almost finished. And the last
You should be done.
last thing, in passing yards, J.J. McCarthy
Blew us for
is
Michigan.
ahead by 1,000 yards. How these guys come up with Jim Harbaugh, like he said, he talking about dogs and cats. I don't know what he talking about, but then neither one of them are talking about actual facts and what happened on the field in totality. But Jim Harbaugh came out to be the quarterback of this team.
Yeah, J.J. McCarthy without that championship,
Right.
where would you have him ranked?
8th.
What would I have?
Without the championship, and we know that J.J. McCarthy was a very
Between he and J.J. McCarthy.
yeah.
I mean, between him and Jim Harbaugh.
Well, first of all, let me say this: I had Tom Brady. They voted that down quickly.
Come on, man.
Then I went with Shoelace Robinson. Remember?
Did he have Shoelace first or second?
No. Remember when we talked about this last week over the phone?
57.
What did I say? I said Tom Brady over the phone. And I was like, hell no, he wasn't really good at Michigan and all this. So I said,
See,
all
folks,
right, I'm going to Shoelace.
This is the argument, first of all, people. This is college. We all know what Tom Brady is as a professional athlete. These are the best quarterbacks for their
Michigan fans, who are you selecting? Tom Brady or any of these Joes?
Tom Brady in the years he played for you. Not when he played for the New England Patriots.
Okay, so that's why I went to
Tom Brady
Shoelace
should never
Robinson.
have been mentioned on this podcast.
And that's why I went with Shoelace Robinson.
Football team.
He was 4th in passing, 2nd in rushing, all time.
And
10,000 total yards.
And didn't win anything.
I mean, 10,000 total yards. I mean, again, winning is a function of the team, especially in college. That's why J.J. McCarthy does not get my vote over Jim Harbaugh, because that team was led by their defense. Had Jalen Milroe not tripped over his offensive lineman, you wouldn't even been talking about J.J. fucking McCarthy. Kid Dynamite. Sorry.
The University of Alabama.
Khaki Pants gets the vote.
The University of Alabama
I
should
agree,
not
sir.
have been mentioned on this podcast.
They're going to be mentioned all the time because, believe it or not, they're the greatest championship football team of all time.
If there's one Michigan fan that would even have thought to put
Jim
Shoelace as the starting quarterback for this team, just because of his rushing ability.
I mean, we all using different criteria.
Now, don't get mad at me, Michigan fans. I will say this. Your options were boo-boo.
Boo-booski.
Boo-booski.
Average. Very average. You had game managers the whole way. All game.
Elvis Gerbach.
We joked about his quarterback situation, but damn.
Listen, I got 2 Heisman.
Okay, you speak about Heisman's. Again, I asked you a question. Was J.J. McCarthy, very good quarterback, very solid quarterback, was able to help lead that team to a championship? Does he have any Heisman Trophy bona fides?
Nope.
Yes or no?
Nope.
He finished 10th in the Heisman Trophy, which we don't even count because he wasn't even invited to New York. Jim Harbaugh was 3rd, which lets you know the impact that he had during his time at Michigan.
Facts.
So let's move on to the running backs. Jim Harbaugh it is. Coach Khaki Pants. Even though he didn't make the coach, he on there as a quarterback.
Kind of like you wanted to do with Brandon Graham.
No stats.
Thank you.
We gonna change his position.
He had no stats. Did he have a championship?
He got to go to New York.
No stats.
So he did something right.
And a finalist.
Michigan just got good in this last year.
Right.
A finalist over a guy with the numbers. Okay.
In a down college football season.
Can you give us the running back, sir?
He's the best game manager
in a down college football season. Had any of Alabama's quarterbacks had been on their roster prior to Jalen Milroe, they would have got their ass smoked.
Can we get those running backs?
So let's move on.
Harbaugh,
Stop it with JJ. Kid Dynamite.
Michigan
We ain't talking good times over here.
1980. Jim Harbaugh.
J.J. McCarthy. The running backs, Mike Hart and Anthony Thomas. If you want to ask me who I remember at the position, it's always going to be Tyrone Wheatley.
Every time.
But these gentlemen had the touchdowns. These gentlemen had the numbers. I remember. Well, Anthony Thomas was dope. He was a dope back too. He
was a bell cow.
Right. I was gonna say he was a good.
He was a bell cow. Third leading rusher.
Running back.
Third leading rusher with 4,098 yards rushing. Mike Hart, the all-time leading rusher. But we did give love to Blake Corum. We did give love to Tyrone Wheatley. And we did give love to, this is a throwback name, Tim Biakabatuka.
Yeah, he was electric. He was electric.
He was electric, man.
He really was, sir.
Corum's numbers was stupid. He had very, very good numbers.
Yeah, they had nice backs and kind of make up for that crappy group of quarterbacks y'all got. The backs were a whole lot better.
Run-led squad.
And again, we don't want to diminish y'all's, your resume at quarterback, but we're talking about some playmakers out there at quarterback. Right. People that you think of that were dynamic.
Right.
And so, when you think of the Chad Henneys, the J.J. McCarthy's, even the Jim Harbaughs, you know what I'm saying? Jim Harbaugh was a playmaker, though.
He was.
He was a playmaker.
He was. In his era, he was.
Jim Harbaugh was a good facilitating game managing quarterback.
Let's get to the running backs.
J.J. McCarthy was
wide receivers. We done with this. We done with the McCarthys. We done with the JJs. Wide receivers. We got Anthony Carter, played in the Shem Beckler era. one of the better wide receivers receiving yards in all-time Michigan history. I think he ended up third in the 80s in a time where they didn't really throw the ball like that. Then you have to go with Braylon Edwards.
Number 1 in receiving yards.
So all three of us had those two listed as our wide receiver.
Touchdowns.
And then we had to go with Mario Manningham. Now, there was a couple people that, we did think about. Jason Avant. We was talking about your boy, Monty Toomer. One name that we didn't mention, even though we really had just that one season, David Terrell. He was really dope as wide receiver. But our three, we went with Braylon Edwards, Anthony Carter, and Mario Manningham, giving a shout out to Monty Toomer as an honorable mention wide receiver.
David Terrell made the top 100 list.
Yeah, I had him listed as my honorable mention, but not over those three.
All right. Tight end.
Jake Butt.
Is it any question?
No.
Not at all. Very simple.
Really.
Colson, you get some love, but Jake Butt was their guy.
Not really.
All right.
Ozzie Newsome Award for this guy. So, yeah. The best.
The best tight end, for sure.
O-line.
Go through them.
Tackles, Jerry. Let's get it.
Jake Long and Taylor Lewan.
Solid.
So with those two, you have a couple of Outland Trophy winners. Really, some really one of the better tackles, and they also took their career in the NFL and was able to translate that
right
in the NFL. So,
and who is there, before we move on, who is their matchup in the bracket? Just so you Michigan fans can be thinking about it.
I think it was it Florida? No, it wasn't Florida. It was, let's see.
So we can tell the Michigan fans who they would be matched up against.
In the first round, it would be Oklahoma, Florida, USC, LSU, Clemson, and Michigan.
Clemson
versus Michigan.
You're thinking about that, Michigan fans. You got to face Clemson.
Go back and check out our Clemson roster.
Right. See what y'all can do with it. Because that Clemson roster is nice.
Yeah, but Taylor Lewan is going back to it, 6'7", tall as hell.
Yeah, the O-line, they have a nice old
All-American, 2-time All-American first team.
Right.
Then we go with our guards. We got Steve Hutchinson and Matt Elliott.
Talk about translating Hutchinson.
Steve Hutchinson was a beast.
Man.
My God. He played at center and then moved over in the guard as well. He was on the defensive line. He was on the defensive line.
Talk about translating it to the NFL.
Was he on the defensive line 98% of the time and then 2%?
No.
2% on the defensive line and 98% on the offensive line?
No.
No.
We'll get to your question on that. But it was actually Matt Elliott that started out at center and went to guard.
Okay.
Matt Elliott was he was trained, but Steve Hutchinson started out on the defensive line and moved over to the O-line. So and dominated from as soon as he moved over.
Straight through to the Hall of Fame.
And then last but not least, at our center position, we got Mr. David Boss. How I say it, how I pronounce that? Is it Bass or Boss?
I think it's Boss.
David Boss.
Remington. Did he? I think I said he had a Remington Award.
Yeah, he had one. And then we have our kick returner.
You know who it is. It's the only one option there. You know what I'm saying? Just
put that Heisman pose up. Dude, he was the first one to do it. I believe. I remember.
To Someone may have done it, but that's the first one that's in everybody's psyche. You know what I'm saying?
And then it was in the game too when they beat Ohio State.
Right, he scored. You know what I'm saying? Right.
And kudos to Desmond Howard because he is really a dope analyst on the game.
He gets me with that cackling laugh though sometimes,
but
man.
He's on his stuff And he's the one that he may go out and do some of the interviews and the whole nine. He's really on it. So shout out for him for doing a bang up job at that position.
Oh yeah, he had to be on the squad
week in and week out.
Let's run it back, G.
I forgot to mention him in our wide receiver mentions because we did talk about him too as a wide receiver, having 30. What was it? 37.
30 touchdowns.
30 receiving touchdowns.
1,900 yards.
Right. With 120. So 30 of his 127 receptions were touchdowns.
That just tells you about the offense.
That's 25% of his catches were touchdowns.
Right.
So, yeah.
Because they were actually throwing the ball. It would have been ridiculous.
For sure. But let's go back.
Run back through it, though, G.
Yeah, I got you. So we got the head coach, Mr. Bo Schembechler, of course. Then a quarterback, Coach Khaki Pants. Running backs, Mike Hart and Anthony Thomas. Wide receivers, Braylon Edwards, Anthony Carter, Mario Manningham. Tight end, Jake Butt. Offensive tackle, we got Jake Long, Taylor Lewan. At guards, we have Steve Hutchinson and Matt Elliott. At center, David Boss. And at kick returner, Mr. Heisman Trophy poser himself, Desmond Howard. What do y'all think is the premier position on this offense?
Oh, it's the backs for me.
It's got to be the
backs in the whole line.
Really? I was thinking the wide receivers.
No, it's got to be the backs.
I was thinking the wide receivers. You got your speed at Mario and Manningham.
No, they nice.
You got your possession wide receiver that can go get those jump balls, those 50-50 balls, which they will need. And then you got Anthony Carter, dynamic as hell, and you can bring Desmond Howard in if you want to go 4 wide.
If you're coaching that team, though, the basis of your offense, unless you're an idiot,
run the ball.
Handing the rock. Handing the ball.
Run the ball, coach.
Run the ball. You know what I'm saying? Ground and pound all day long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, with the offensive line being as talented as these, some really good, solid offensive linemen. Most of our offensive linemen, we're looking for Outland Trophy winners. We're looking for Remington Award winners. Last week we had Nebraska with the actual reason that trophy was named was Mr. Dave Remington. So these are all talented offensive linemen. I don't think we can go wrong with that.
And a lot of size on that Michigan one, too.
A lot of size.
Man. Clemson had to deal with them, dog, for real.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's switch sides of the ball, gentlemen.
Where we going to start? We're going to start linebackers. We're going to start on the D-line. Where we start?
Let's start with the D-ends. What we got?
All right. Now, but let's start with Mr. Lamar Whitley, Brandon Graham.
So, Michigan fans, I tried to give y'all the dopest squad.
He tried to sneak us.
I tried to get y'all the dopest squad that you could possibly have, meaning the best squad that you could have in order to compete in this tournament.
He tried to sneak us.
Aiden Hutchinson, that's a no-brainer at defensive end. And then we're going with Brandon Graham at the other defensive end spot. Since Brandon Graham also played 2% of his time at linebacker.
2%.
It don't matter.
I don't even think that number. He said like 10 snaps.
He could switch over to linebacker if need be.
He didn't play linebacker though, Jerry.
He wasn't a linebacker.
He could switch over to linebacker and come off the edge at linebacker, just like he did in the NFL. So what I wanted to do... I got to put
a LeBron reference in.
I wanted to... Oh, my God.
LeBron played 2% of his time at center. We're going to put him in.
Right.
You got the stat keeper saying he played a whole season at center.
Well, whatever.
Okay.
But if he played the whole season at center, we're going to put him in as one of the greatest centers of all time? Stop.
In trying to give you all the best defense you could possibly have, I selected Lamar Whitley as one of your defensive ends and moved Brandon Graham to an outside linebacker position. So you have him coming off the edge at linebacker as well. But they wanted to just keep him as a DN. He's a DN. Moving from DNs to your defensive tackles, Mark Messner and Glenn Steele.
Rounds out a very solid defensive front. Very solid defensive front. Lamar Whitley did make the cut, guys. Again, there's only 4 linemen can make this roster.
Right.
We're not gonna change positions, so
right.
We can put other people in. It was either Lamar Whitley, who I had, and Brandon Graham. So y'all wanted Brandon Graham? Okay, fine. All right, linebacker. Start us off at linebacker. Dante, tell us who it is.
Mr. Eric Anderson, Butkus Award winner, All-American. I have him down for 390 total career tackles. Well, am I right on that number? I want to make sure my number is right.
Yeah, make sure your number's right before you start belting out these.
I have 390. I have 390.
For who?
Eric Anderson, Mr. Anderson. I have 390
tackles?
Total career tackles.
I got 428. So,
maybe that's solo, maybe.
Yeah.
That's why I said, but that's what some see. Different sites have different information. You know what I'm saying? Right here, they have 390 total tackles on this one that I have.
He ranks third in program history with 428 career tackles.
That's what I got.
We have Mr. David Harris, who Jerry still don't know who he is.
You don't know who David Harris is? You still ain't figured that out?
He's ranked below Brandon Graham, Woodley, and all.
Brandon Graham is not a linebacker,
He's
sir.
not a linebacker.
I'm just saying he's ranked behind and lower
Right.
all of these other players.
Exactly, but he's not a linebacker. So we got David Harris, Eric Anderson, and I think this is a no-brainer, Devin Bush.
Oh, that was the easiest one.
Yeah.
He's the first. Actually, when I thought about them, I can't lie though. The first name that came, other than Bush, the second name that came to my mind was Woodley, for real. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was the second name that popped in my mind.
Exactly.
You know, before I went and looked at everything, you know what I'm saying? Saw Eric Anderson. But Woodley, actually, Eric Anderson didn't even pop in my mind, for real.
I had a couple of pages say Devin Bush is easily the best linebacker to ever play for Michigan.
I've heard that. And I actually saw
two different sites there.
And I saw Larry Foote in the top 3 on every one of them I looked at almost.
Yep.
So you know what I'm saying? So
let's give a shout out to Larry Foote.
Right, Larry Foote, shout out to
Honey
him, you know what I'm saying? Right.
Y'all remember the Honey Jones?
Right.
He played at Michigan in the 90s and also started in the NFL.
Yeah, it's a tough group, you know what I'm saying? It's a tough group. You leaving out really good players in this group, you know what I'm saying? It's some good players being left out in this
Defense
group.
would be better if you had Woodley on the end and Graham coming off behind the butt.
Man,
get out of here with that. Michigan linebacker, Eric Anderson, Devin Bush, David Harris. Very good group. Very good group.
Let's get into that secondary.
We are going safety.
Safeties first. We got Jabril Peppers and Trip Wellborn.
Jabril Peppers, Mr. Do It All.
Do it all.
All over the field.
Tell him about it.
Well, I think I read that he, 23 different times he played different positions in his career. It might have been 23, 27, something like that.
I don't know, but he was two-time All-American, though. Jim Thorpe finalist.
A lot of
9 picks.
A lot of people don't know about Trip Wellborn, so let's talk about him real quick.
Yeah, that's what I was telling. Two-time All-American. Jim Thorpe finalist. 238 tackles, 9 interceptions. He was a playmaker, you know what I'm saying? Definitely was a playmaker for them. 87 through 90.
87 through 90. The boy was a dog, man. He was one of the best safeties that ever come through Michigan. Like you said, Jim Thorpe finalist. Could tackle his ass off. Pass breakups. He was in that secondary. So, yeah, Mr. Trip Wellborn. Let's give a shout out to Mr. Trip Wellborn. Then we're going to the cornerbacks. Charles Woodson.
Absolutely.
And we have Jordan Lewis as our CB2. And then at nickelback or CB3, Mr. Ty Law.
Nice group.
Ty Law and Charles Woodson.
That's a nice group.
Stick out.
That's a nice group.
Yeah, definitely stick out.
Especially when you consider you got playmakers at safety. That's a nice group.
Yeah. I want to go. Let me go back to Jabril Peppers for a second. I mean, his versatility was crazy. And the man was playing defense and offense at times. Says he played across 15 different positions, and on 23 to 27 different occasions, he was actually play those different positions. And he plays a special team or whatever. All-around football player. used to the maximum of his abilities. Mr. Versatile.
Definitely. You know, I remember him making plays all over the field too,
right.
kind of like in the mold of Tyrann Mathieu. You know what I'm saying?
He was the Honey Badger.
Yeah, he was one of those impactful players where you had to account where he was at all times.
Right, and he's starting to translate in the NFL too. I didn't think he would at first. He had a little bit of a slow start at first. Where with the Giants? I think he's with the Packers now. I think.
Okay.
But yeah, he kind of took off. You know what I'm saying? He took off. His NFL career is taking off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he had a rough start.
He started with the dysfunctional group, Cleveland. That's where he started off. But everybody looked bad in Cleveland at times. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's where he started. You know what I'm saying?
And then last but not least, we have our kicker. Everybody know who that is, Mr. Jake Moody.
Get it together, Moody. Get it together.
No, you don't, Moody. Keep missing them field goals, buddy.
Making 50 yards in the field goal, can't make a damn 40-yarder.
Yeah.
Hell.
But at Michigan, though, he was clutch.
He was the only choice. You know what I'm saying? Really the only choice. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so let's go back through this.
Oh, my bad. He's with the Patriots now, not the Packers.
Let's go.
The wrong team. Patriots.
Let's go back through this list of linebackers, safeties, and defensive linemen. We'll start on the D line. We got Aiden Hutchinson and Brandon Graham coming off the edges.
Nice group.
Plugging up the middle, we got Glenn Steele and Mark Messner. How many sacks he got? Like 36 sacks at defensive tackle.
That's quite a few.
That's huge. Then in the shoring up the line, or backing up the line, rather, we got David Harris, not Brandon Graham or Lamar Woodley, Eric Anderson, and Mr. Devin Bush. And then in the secondary, Jabril Peppers and Trip Wellborn, Charles Woodson, Jordan Lewis, and Ty Law.
Damn.
Huge. Big.
Man.
Big.
Man.
So you already know what's the strongest position in this group.
Yeah, that's tough.
That secondary, to me.
Tough.
That secondary, tough. Charles Woodson alone.
That pass.
You ain't throwing on his side.
Oh, no. That pass rush off the end ain't bad either, though. That pass rush ain't bad either. But that secondary,
you got to get that ball out.
You got to throw that bit.
I don't know where you're going. You might have to pick on Jordan Lewis.
Right. Right. Gonna have to, dog.
And pick on, you know what I'm saying? Because Devin Bush and David Harris can play. They play linebackers well.
So we giving the nod to the defense or the offense?
The defense.
I think.
Defense is the nod.
Which is par for the course that's West Michigan has been known for.
With Bo Schembechler as the coach, you already know what this team look like. Right. You know what I'm saying? What's going to happen? You know what I'm saying? They're going to run the ball 45 times, right, and play defense.
Yeah, which is what Michigan is. But Jim Harbaugh did the same thing.
It's what they do. You know what I'm saying?
Jim Harbaugh go 27-1 in two seasons. Did he do that? No. Oh, okay.
Did he do what as a coach?
No, as a quarterback.
Again, defense. I remember Michigan winning games. You remember Michigan winning games 13-10? Do you remember that? Stop giving all the credit to the quarterback, man.
Thank you.
Stop it, especially in college football. Man. Unless it was Cam Newton.
Definitely.
Right.
Unless he was having a season like Cam Newton.
That, right.
Or Tim Tebow or some shit like that.
No,
right.
In no way was I trying to give any credit to the quarterback position for this damn team. But if you're going to credit a quarterback, it should have been J.J. McCarthy.
Well, it's not.
It ain't.
It's not. It is not, sir. Michigan, I think you have a chance versus Clemson. Hey, but the votes will decide.
Yes, sir.
So once we get it up and going, don't forget to vote for your team if you're a Michigan Wolverine fan. If you think your team can beat Clemson, when we get our playoff bracket, post it. Make sure you vote for your squad. Any other comments, fellas, before we get out of here?
Yeah. Hail to the victors, valiant. Hail to the conquering heroes. Hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best.
You see any votes for Shoelace at QB for this team?
Say, man, Shoelace was dynamic.
I don't expect to see one.
I mean, again, this was, we was picking hairs. We was picking straws. It was.
Next might pick him though. Rodnex quarterbacks might pick him for quarterback.
Jim Harbaugh. But thank y'all for joining us. Trash Talking with the Old Heads. Do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Till next time, we out of here.
Peace.
27 and 1.